Beyond technical. Competitive gaming.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back with some Beyond Technical. Today we're going to be looking at a very cool game that I picked up on I tried out on the free weekend of Steam called Nosgoth. I want to give you guys a little bit of a look at it because I think it deserves a little more attention than it's been getting so far. And for such a fantastic price, I think it's $2.50 if it's on sale or $5 if it's not. The game just needs a little bit of coverage, I think. So let's take a look and play a little bit of Nosgoth. I'll give you guys a little bit of an intro as I go. I've been playing for about a day now, so I'm not the most knowledgeable player, but I do have enough experience to kind of explain the basics here. So this is Nosgoth. Nosgoth is pretty much a very similar game to a Left 4 Dead 1 style, where you have your 4 players of survivors fighting against the zombies. Similar concept, except that here there's no NPC zombies, there's no objective to get to. You pretty much just try to fight the other team. It's more like a 4v4 deathmatch. So I'm still a new recruit, so we're going to go into that mode. I find those queues are pretty quick, and I am still in Korea, but the US West queues are pretty quick, and the latency is not too bad. For anybody curious, even from Korea, I get about 150 or 160 ping for most North American based games. Apologize for any coughing, but I'm still sick, so. Alright, so back to what Nosgoth is. We have a profile here that just gives you some of your statistics. So I'm at 82 kills to 63 deaths, 50% win ratio. And you can see your individual stats with each different hunter. 47-38 with this guy, 27-20 on this guy, 3-1, for example. So just some pure statistics, and there's a lot of customization in the game. You can kind of change your weapon loadout for each character. They have multiple options. You can spend these blue coins, which is basically real-life money, or these gold coins, which you earn in-game to unlock these things. Now, the first unlock, when you are looking at stuff, might seem a little bit cheap, like 300 gold, and you earn that pretty quickly, but that's only a temporary purchase. It'll only last for like 7 days. You can see that in the item charge here. So when you buy things, you're going to want to, there is a way to buy them permanently. I still don't fully grasp that. The game is in early access, basically like an alpha or a beta mode right now. So for anybody who plays it, just be aware there are definitely some bugs and issues. And we will get back to this because we are about to get into a game. So we see like a 5v3 right now. There is currently no punishment for leaving a match, which means that if you don't want to be in the match anymore, you hop out and it's totally fine, and it just sucks for all your teammates. That's something I really hope when they kind of fully flesh out the game, they fix up a bit, because it's really irritating. Most games I've seen have somebody leave at some point in time. They're only about 20 minutes long maximum, but it seems to be a little bit too much for players to pay attention to. What I'm playing right now is a hunter. It's pretty much exactly like the hunter from Left 4 Dead. He's got a pounce move, charge it up, and then you can leap, and the further you leap from, you will hit them. If you hold down shift while you run, you'll kind of jump off of everything and climb up stuff. And Q is a smoke bomb, which is actually really irritating. And F is a basically like a dodge. You can't really get hit with most bolts. I'm not sure if it's 100%, it doesn't seem to be. So it's kind of like an immunity. So you kind of jump in, claw at them a little bit, and then your left click is just a basic auto attack, which if you hold down, you can charge up. So that guy is disguised as one of the hunters. So pretty much it's 4v4, as I said, with zombies versus hunters. So it's kind of like survivors against zombies. They all have like crossbows and stuff, and we are all like melee-based units. So you can see some bolts going across there hitting that guy. So it looks like our hunters are up here to the right, and you do want to work as a team. It's pretty important. Let's see what we can pull off here. So far, I've been really enjoying this hunter class. Oops. Oh, they see me. Sound is also very important in this game, so if you're going to play, you're going to want some headphones or something. Oops. That's not paying a lot of attention. There, so that's my dodge right now. They are going to have a lot of trouble hitting me if they shoot at me. But as you can see, I'm still able to get hit by some stuff. So that was not a very good engagement because I messed up my leap. I keep trying to decide which team I think is more
Let
overpowered.
us hunt these rebels down.
I feel like, well, for one, I feel like no matter how low I put the volume in this game, it's still really loud. But
I'm here, you bloodsuckers. I'm here.
try this one more time really quickly. There. Whenever I'm winning, I feel like the zombies are overpowered, and then I go switch to humans and we win on them, and then I feel like there's nothing the zombies can do. I think it's actually a pretty well-balanced game. I'm sure if there's a legitimate competitive mode, you would see some imbalances. But right now, the humans are the orange team, and we are the blue team, so you can keep that in mind when you check out the score. They're in a really good spot right now. It's pretty much a perfect corner, and wow, I just keep messing that up. Here's one over here. He's kind of split off from the team. We're gonna take an easy kill. After you get a kill, I don't need the health, but I'm gonna pop it anyways. You can execute them and it heals you for about 60% of your health to get your health back. Or you can drag the body around to make it more convenient so you can kind of execute them later. They seem to hold out for a little while. I'm not exactly sure how long. And this guy is using this little station behind me, which is actually a healing station. So my stealth dodges the bola. There we go, my teammate's gonna clean him up. And I'm gonna take that guy down. So we just even that up, and now we are 5 to 5. As I said, the smoke bomb, I'll try to throw that out next time I get near them. If you're at full health, you should leave the bodies for your teammates to eat. Who's hitting that guy? Oh, he got her. So the pounce in this game, unlike Left 4 Dead, is actually not a one-shot kill. It only hits them for maybe 500 damage, and then you get off of them. So what you want to do, if possible, is to double up on the pounce. You pounce one guy, and then your teammate pounces him right after. Oh, get back here, you. These guys they have a bola ability that I will show you when we switch sides, that they should really be using. There he goes. So here, now I need a heal, and I'll be able to pop this and go back to full health. Although one of his teammates is trying to snipe me now, so it's time to get out of there. Zombies are kind of a hit and run. Seems to be the best strategy for them. Whereas humans, you kind of just want to cluster together. If one of the things I like to do is I will go into... Oh, wait, let's see if we can land this pounce. A little too far. I will go into the dodging mode when my teammates are trying to attack them. Oh, he got me while I was trying to eat him. And what that does is basically draws all the attention to you, but you don't take a lot of damage, kind of letting your teammates sneak in. There's a lot of cool little strategies you can employ, and there's a lot of different abilities. Right now the game is rather limited because it is early access, and usually I have a no early access policy, but for $2.50, I really just could not say no to Nosgoth. This game is right up my alley. And I need to get out of here. Oh, this is not good. So I'm gonna throw down the smoke bomb and probably die. Oh, they seem to be distracted by my teammates. So if I hit her a few times first, it actually brings her really low. But I misjudged that a little bit, so hopefully my teammate can... Yeah, he got her. He cleaned her up. You can see I'm doing pretty well. I dealt more damage than most of my teammates. The statistics are pretty cool. I'm sorry I didn't pull those up for long, but in the middle of the match, can't really take too much time on them. We'll check it out near the end of the round. But this game's close enough, I don't want to screw my team over. Let's see, there's a guy over here. Oh, come on, that was so close. He missed his bola. I'm gonna stealth and run because someone is definitely trying to hit me, and 82 health means one hit and I'm down. Now you don't get your health back fully if you run away, but you do regen a little bit, so if you aren't able to eat a corpse, you get a little something back as zombies. Human beings can go to these little health stations, and they can heal out for quite a bit at those. I think they respawn every minute, so you can kind of camp at the same one if your team's doing well. And the zombies seem to be kind of in charge of attacking. The humans usually are camping. which may cause, if this game got into a competitive version, I could see potentially that could be an issue, that there is no way to force an engagement. Like the team that gets the lead might as well just run away. So that kind of sucks a little bit, but there we go. See this black smoke? It's really annoying. If they're in that circle, oh, I got sniped. If they're in that circle, they're pretty blind. It's really hard to tell what's going on. As I said, I'm sure we will get a good look at that when we switch teams.
Slay all who hide in this town.
Okay, after this one I'm going to switch zombies. I realize you guys probably have a pretty decent idea of how the hunter works now. And I only have access to 2. One of the bugs that I ran into is that the game actually... Oops, this is going to be bad. The game gives you a new class every 5 levels. You can unlock them with a point you get, but I didn't actually get that point, so I only have the original 4 classes that you kind of come with the game. Yeah, they've got me, but I got a kill for it. Teammates are not doing overly well. Executions are important because those are the ones that heal you, but damage output, it seems to be kind of king in this game. If you can do more damage, it kind of puts the other team on the back burner. If you don't have enough health, you can't help your team, so... That firewall is really strong. You can kind of just camp in it, and then if the hunters dive on you... Ooh, that's gonna be good. Oh, I'm so dead. I thought my teammates were still with me. Yes, loadout to Tyrant play. Alright, so this guy is basically a larger tank. His right click is to charge, his Q is like a slam on the ground, and his F basically just gives him like a last stand type of effect. There we go. There, you see how little damage I'm taking as they all focus me? Hoping my teammates will go in, but it looks like that's not going to happen. So this guy's a really good damage absorber. You want them to be focusing you. Pretty strong, but these guys they're working pretty decently as a team. Usually one side, it's a little more one-sided. So... guys are camping the health. That thing is using right there is, or that thing on the wall is the health station. They're camping that pretty well, and we're only up by 1 kill. Usually the zombie team is where you need to get a few kills in the lead. They seem to be a little more overpowered. So we're probably gonna lose this because we're only up by about 2. See if I can't pick some up right now though. How to make mass confusion here. You can see this guy gets back a lot of health. And I gave him a kill right at the end of the round. So I went 7 and 8, which is not fantastic. This team, we weren't coordinating very well. Doing a video is probably not the greatest idea. So on this other side, you see you get XP for each individual class as well. So Hunter is by far my favorite, so we're going to open up with him. He's got the bola, which is that thing that kind of wraps around you and makes it so you can't move or do anything. And then he's got this explosive arrow ability, which is on the F key. Now humans don't get as many abilities as zombies, but they can shoot from a distance, so... We can see them kind of trying to sneak up on us there. We can take some pot shots, do a little bit of damage. You don't tend to get too much damage from a distance unless you're some of the other classes. Only one of the classes has that rule. And so, this is going to get confusing really fast. Spacebar is a dodge roll. Yeah, that guy's in trouble now. See, because he's doesn't have any bodies to eat, they're kind of in a bit of a rough spot. There's another zombie that's a bat. There you go, I have that bola. That's a bat that swoops in and takes you down. And that one's really good for causing confusion, because he can like kind of blind everybody, knock everybody down, move everybody around. There, he's trying to get away with that body so we can go eat it somewhere else. That guy's got him. We're doing alright so far. These teams are pretty even actually. This is a great match to use as an example. So that hook shot is not something everybody can do. It's definitely just that character. Oh, he got me, knocked me down. There's that earthquake ability that I was using, and something hit me from behind. I'm definitely dead. You can see it takes a little while to shoot these zombies to death, especially the big ones.
Let's take this place back.
So a full group of those is actually pretty dangerous because they can stomp around. But as the humans unlock more and more abilities, it gets a little bit easier, I think, to deal with some of the specific zombie groups. When you start with this guy, one bullet really doesn't do that much. Crap, they're everywhere again. The nice thing in this game too is as you're reloading, it doesn't get cancelled by everything you do, only using other abilities. So you can reload while you sprint and things like that, which really gives you a little bit of an advantage, but the reload time is quite long and your bolts really don't have enough damage to kill more than maybe one zombie. Especially if you popped off a few in like a range shot before they get there. So, oh, that guy didn't even look like he hit me. There's that big one. There's a lot of vision impairment in this game too. There he is. I am getting destroyed. So you see, as I said, the zombie team is doing significantly better than we are. Usually if the human zombie round is really close, the team that was on humans is going to win. We're now getting split up a little bit. I believe some of the other human classes are maybe a little bit better than this guy, but they all seem to have their strengths. Having kind of a diversified team seems to be good. I miss. Someone's behind me. There you go, I'm landing lots and lots of damage, but not getting any zombie kills. And then zombies, if they manage to kill you, they basically go back to almost full health, so... if you do the damage, you gotta keep everybody alive at the same time. These guys are moving their bodies around well and trying to take advantage of that. Come on, teammates, save me. So the bola is basically your best thing to do if someone gets in really close to you, because a zombie will actually beat you 1 versus 1. But if you get them with the bola, it can interrupt abilities. So right there. And then it kind of forces them off of you a little bit. This is the healing station, you hold E, and then you get your health and ammo back. So humans really need to utilize that or they're going to be in trouble. It's like their big advantage is they don't have to win a fight to get their health back like the zombies do. Got him. Die! There's that blind. That's how bad it is if they get you with that one. So we're coming back a little bit here. We shouldn't be moving too far away from the healing station, I don't think. And some of our human players are not properly utilizing that. Yeah, and everybody just left me. So this is kind of the issue with teamwork games, is that if you can't bring your team, and at the time of this video, the team, joining a team with friends is not working in the game, so it's been a little bit frustrating trying to find a way to get that functional. But the human beings really do not function very well 1v1. If you split up, the zombies are going to beat you. Even if they all fight you 1v1, zombies should beat a hunter alone. So you need to stick together, and everybody is just running in random directions here and kind of leaving each other. So I'm going to try to help this guy, but he's running away from me. You see how that bull ability is so good to work as a team there, but there's not a lot of teamwork or cohesion going on our team, but the zombie team seems to be doing a pretty good job of it. So we have one guy who's 0-6 and he's running off by himself. I'm not really surprised to see that. Spawning is a little bit frustrating sometimes because you will spawn very far away from your teammates, which basically means that you're a little bit separated, so getting back together as a human team is rather important, but again, it's kind of difficult to do. I don't know what he's shooting at, but one of these charging guys, and there's another charging guy. I got him with the bola. So these hunters are really good for diving in like that, but oh, let's see if I can't get away. Oh, I still haven't reloaded. And that earthquake is gonna get me. My biggest frustration has definitely been the reloading so far. I think that it makes it very, very difficult to play by yourself, or to do very much by yourself. You can't really carry a team as a hunter because you're gonna need the reload. If I can land that bola, he does get interrupted from being invincible. There's that guy. And I'm very blind and having a lot of trouble figuring out where that guy went. That dive is a very risky move. No. They're all gonna get away at like 2 health. And he's gonna kill me. Oh, with a sliver of health left. I had no teammates backing me up on that one. So yeah, when somebody goes 0-8 on your team, it's pretty much game. If you get 30 points, the round ends early, so they're going to get that in a couple seconds here. And then they're going to take the win. The fire is a human ability, so we can... got him. So we can walk through that with impunity. I'm about to get charged. Yes, they are. And there's their 30th kill, sending us back to the lobby. So they beat us 52-37, and... yeah, that's basically, in a nutshell, Nosgoth. So there's 3 classes on the human side you didn't see. I really despise the other human class that you start with. It basically just shoots a very slow grenade launcher, makes it extremely difficult to hit zombies, unless they're already in melee range. And although that's the one with the firewall, so they definitely have their benefits as well. So everybody has their own preferences of what races or what classes they like to play, and then there's a ton of customization, which we'll just show you real quick before we wrap this video up. So you can see there's lots and lots of different abilities. You can basically like buy different versions of stuff too. Like there's multiple. I have 2 pounces right now. One is just straight flat damage. One gives me different rechargeable properties. And then you can get different armor sets, things like that, different boosters. Right now I've paid for the game, so I have a 50% experience and gold booster. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be kind of a free-to-play model with this microtransaction kind of supporting the game, but it doesn't, so far, it doesn't seem like you need these for anything. The only downside for me is that to unlock classes, I need these golden cubes, which I am not entirely sure how to get my hands on, because it says earn 1 every 5 ranks, and I am currently level 8, I think. Profile, oh, I'm almost 10, so maybe I'll get my first class at 10, but I definitely didn't get it at 5, and all my other friends said they did, so should be unlocking those as you go. But yes, again, early access, there's definitely some issues, but as you can see, it's not doing too bad, and they are giving you a little message. We are aware of the party problems, so they're trying to fix up any of their issues in the game right now. It's really fun. I've been enjoying it so far, and I think for a couple dollars, it's absolutely worth checking out. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, you can give Nosgoth a chance, and if you enjoy any Beyond Technical content, feel free to join up for the channel. There's tons of gaming stuff coming on here, and I'm going to keep at it. So, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.